Hello there. Today I'm going to be doing my design team project for the Digital Collage Club. If you've not heard of the Digital Collage Club, it's online digital subscription, and you can either have it as a monthly or as a yearly or as a lifetime membership. I think that's it. And there's lots and lots of digitals. There are always new ones being added, and this is one of the new ones, and it is called, I think it's called Shabby oh, that's not very good, is it? I don't even know. Shabby Florals, that's what it's called. So there's 8 sheets, and that's beautiful. And pinks, love that one with the peak of blue. And then we've got some more kind of like black and sepia, which I obviously prefer this one, even though, you know, that's really pretty. It's just I don't really do florals. So I'm going to make, well, I'm going to do 2 projects with them. I don't know if I'll do it all in one day, so, you know, 2 videos in one day, or if I will spread it out. I'm guessing it depends how long it takes me to make the first one. So we're going to use the middle folder, which sometimes I normally end up using it for backing things or making other things with it. So it's nice to have something to do with these middle ones. So the first project that I'm going to do is following along with a tutorial from Jean at the Inky Owl Studio. And she made an ephemera folio. And then the second one is one I've made before. I think I've done it on video, but I'm gonna do another one of those. So start off with a file folder. Obviously, if you haven't got a file folder, you could make one. These are the American file folders, and they're in the manila. So we're going to start off by cutting some off each side, and because it is the middle one, we don't want to just chop it off one side because it's going to be lopsided. So I'm going to start by, oh my goodness, do it that way, Tania. I was thinking, well, I know it's 1.5. Now I think I'm going to have to take more than 1.5 off, to be honest. Because my printer is not borderless and my papers are quite short, so that's 1.5 there. So it's always difficult doing small measurements. So now it's going to slip. That's it. Hold it down here. That's that. Okay, so that's that one. Could do it this way, couldn't I? 1.5. That's probably a lot easier. So let's do. Come on. Yeah, even that's hard to tell. Yeah, that's really. Okay, I think that's about 1.5. Yep. So that would make it like so. Now my papers, once I've cut the border off, it's going to be quite small. So I'm just going to, let's put it back in this way. Take off that much, and I don't know how much that was. Right, see if that's any better. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So shall we measure this? I'm guessing it's just over 8. So yeah, it's 8 1/4. So while I'm here, I'm going to take off the borders. And hopefully keep the papers together. I always forget to hold the thing. I find that quite awkward. Oh, mind you, I suppose if you lock it in, does that make it more secure? But that'd frustrate me. Keep locking it, because I'd forget that it was locked. Okay, so I'm gonna pause. I'll do this off camera because I'm gonna do them one by one. Okay, so I've cut all my pieces. Now I've opened the file folder up and we're going to cut some of this side off, and we're going to take off 4 inches. So line that up. So that's 4 inches. Can keep that. They make really good like side tucks. I like those. So I'll put that to one side and I'll just put my trimmer down and get rid of my rubbish. Okay, now I know at this point Jean got her scoreboard out. I'm not going to bother doing that. So you fold it on its natural fold line, and then you just fold this over. So because if you're doing this, your file folder could be different size and all the rest of it. I think if you just fold it over where you think, then that will be fine. Let's make sure that's straight. That's super. So let's get the bone folder and give it a good crease down. So that is our main you know, part. So we're going to have some pockets up there, some pockets up there, and a bit of a tuck down there. Now I'm going to do mine in vellum, but if you're not, you know, you could attach this, maybe take it down a little bit more and have that as a pocket. I think that would be really nice, actually. I'll have to remember that. I might do another one. So that's that. I'm going to ink around it, and I'm going to use Vintage Photo. I've not used Vintage Photo for ages. So I'm going to go all around, and I'm just really going to go on the edge. I'm not going to, you know, bring it in any. I was going to stamp all around, but I don't think there's any point, because now I've cut this down a little bit and I've took the edging off the papers. There's not going to be a great lot on show. Now originally I thought there was probably going to be, I don't know, a centimetre each side, so I did think, oh, I best fill that space in. So I was going to do it in black text stamp, and then I was going to get my gold ink and do some like damask stamping, but yeah, I don't think there's going to be any need at all. So I think that's the outside, apart from the back. And then I will pause while I do the inside, because I'm sure you've seen enough inking now. Okay. Right, I've seen a tick. Okay, so let's think about what we want on this front part. This bit's very, very pretty. I do really like that. So that would come to about there. I'm not keen on chopping the butterfly off. I really like this part as well. So that would probably be ideal. I'll probably take that over. Now there is still going to be quite a bit of room, so yes, I am going to do the text stamping around it. So yeah, that would perhaps be very nice. Or there was this other floral one, which if I did this one, I would do that. Oh, decisions. So I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to get my board out and I'm going to do some text stamp around it. So I'm going to use the archival ink, and I'm going to use my script stamp. Let me get the other script. I always seem to use the same one. It's only because that's the one what's nearest to me, and this one's actually I'm not saying a lot better, but I prefer the text on it. So I'm just going to go all around, and you're only going to see, you know, a small amount of it, so it's waste of time going very deep. But on the creases, I'm going to do it in between, and it just stops it looking so bare. Yeah. I'm going to go over this part as well, because that will be on show. It won't on the inside, because I'm going to actually cover it with paper just to make it a bit more sturdy. So I'll carry that on, and I'm going to use this lovely set, which is a Tim Holtz set, and it is the Distressed Damask one, CMS 190. And the lovely Carol sent me this a long time ago now. I still do reach for it. So I'm just going to go over with this gold, and this gold is one of the dewdrops, and it's called Galaxy Gold, and it's definitely been my favourite for the last month or so, especially with autumn projects. I'm going to say to be perfect with Christmas projects. The majority of the materials I use can be found on my Amazon link, and it is an affiliate link. And if you order anything through my link, or if you just go through my link and buy something not then on my list, I do earn a small commission from that. So, and all my links are in the description box, and you'll find where to find me, link to the Facebook group, my moderators, ways to support the channel, and I think that's about it. Well, my Instagram and my Etsy and stuff, but yeah, everything is down there. So this gold is quite subtle, and it's one of those, when the light catches it in a certain way, it like glistens, and it's really very nice. So I think that will do. That is both sides, yeah. So that didn't take very long. So that is that. So let's think about doing the front. So this first panel is going to come to about there. So I want it at, if we went maybe 3.5. See, no, a bit more than 3.5, but less than 3 3/4. So between 3.5 and 3 3/4. I'm going to go for the blue one, aren't I? So let's have a look. Let's just put this to one side. So 3.5 is there, 3 3/4 is there. So if I go in between that, hopefully that will be okay. Oh yeah, it's going to be the shortest one because that's obviously the front part. So yeah, that'll fit on there super. So that's the front panel, and then I will want one on here. So let's think, if that was on there, what would we want underneath? So let's have a look. So that would come to, I'm going to cut it from there. So I just want to take this big flower out. Okay, and I'm going to turn it upside down. Oh no, I didn't measure it, did I? Oh, what am I like? It's probably too small now. So again, between 4.5. Yeah, it's going to be too. Yeah, I think. I don't know, I quite like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. So that's that. Yeah, and then we're gonna have the back panel, which is, so if we did it at 5, should have wrote these down, shouldn't I? Yes, you should. So I think I like this middle panel. Let's take it there. And then, did I say 5 or did I say less than? I'll do it at 5 and then see. So yeah, that's fine. Got that woman's back there, but I don't think you can tell. It's only because I've seen the picture that I can. I can always cover it if not. So that's us 3 front panels. So we'll worry about. So let's keep those together over there, and then let's get these cut. So I bet none of these cut-offs are probably going to be, oh, that is me cut off. So it's that one off. Yeah, okay, I've got it. So no, that's not going to be. Right, let's have a look. I don't think any of these are they? No, because I want this one to go. That's really nice as well. Yeah, I wanted to cover this just to give it some stability, because we're going to have a hole and stuff on there, so I just feel like it needs a bit more. So they're not going to be wide enough. So let's go for this one. Can we see my little ruler? It's here. So we would want it. Let's go 4. So how big is that? Okay. Right, let's go 4. I'm gonna go there. I want that full rows then. So let's turn it around and then we'll go 4. I've got gold on my finger. Oh, don't start. I've already sang Goldfinger on film. Right, so that'll be fine. There. You know, I don't have to use that piece. Because I just think that that's going to be then awkward to cut round, is it? No, it's not. Being over exaggerating, Tania. So if I had it there, I don't know if to stick it down first and then cut around there. The only reason I'm hesitating is because unless I'm covering the whole of this, which maybe I should have done, but I was going to go to about there, which actually now in hindsight looks a bit crazy. So I am going to cover the whole lot. Oh, how to get rid of some paper. Right, so it's 4 1/4, just under 4 1/4. I have to go and print some more out. So 4 1/4, just under. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be fine. Okay, so that's the inside one. And then obviously these ones are even wider. What's this one like? Yeah. So none of my scraps are going to fit. I'm going to see how to create myself some scraps. And I don't think any of the others have got any real colour to them. Okay, I'm going to print. I shall be back in a tick. Okay, so I'm printing out, well, I've printed out this one. I've just printed out a second one. So I'm going to have this one on this side. So it was a good job I did measure, because I was thinking it was something else. So that's 4 1/2. I've cut some off this side so I can keep that rose in. Okay, I'm just going to take the top and the bottom off. Okay, so that's that one. Then this one is just over 5. So I don't want that one again. So I've got this one, which I think will go nice in the middle. So just over 5. Should be about there. So let's chop as near to this one as I can. So did I say just over or just under? I think it was just under, but I will just check. Oh no, just over. Good job I did check. So let's do it to there. I might have to cut a little bit more off, but we'll see. Yeah, I need to cut a little bit more off. Let's have a look at that. I think I'm just gonna go just a smidgen more. Okay, right, I'll take the top and the bottom off. So that's the panels all cut out. Now Jean did sew her pockets in, but I'm just gonna glue mine. Right, so that's that. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. So I'm now going to sit and ink all around my panels. I think actually am I going to round all the corners? Let's have a think. Yes, I'm going to round all the corners. I'm just going to do it on the 7. I know I normally like to do it on the 10, but yeah, I think I might have to do 2 at a time because it's very thin. Oh, you know, sometimes when I start doing corners, I think, why did I decide to do corners? Why make your life difficult? But yeah, it can be quite tricky when it's thin. I'm going to say they're either too thin or too thick. So yeah, this is probably going to take me forever and a day. Alright, let's see if I can put two pieces together. That's harder than it sounds. Right, put those two are together. A lot better. But then it's just fiddly. So, but yeah, that works a lot better. So I'll just do this one. I'll pause again and I will finish off all the corners, and I'm going to ink around, and I'm going to go around in the vintage photo. Now if you wanted, you could sew all around these panels individual, so each piece was done, or you could sew around the perimeter of your folio. But like I say, for tutorial purposes, I'm just gluing in. Oh, I'm going to pause. See you in a minute. Okay, they're all inked, and I'm going to start gluing them down. So I'm using the Claw. You'd probably be better using quite a wet glue, and preferably one that allows you some movement, unless you can get your placement right as soon as you put it on. Okay, so just want to make sure it's kind of same top and bottom. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we definitely don't want a part sticking up. Right, let's have a look at that now. I think that's a bit more. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So that's the first panel. And I obviously want to try and match each panel up. So I guess the first one's kind of the one that you'll match it up by. Okay. So they may not be exact because obviously I had to take the border off, so as long as they look-ish, it'll be fine. That's that. So that's that one on. And the next one. So yeah, once you've cut your file folder out and measured all your pieces. I mean, I don't measure, so for me measuring each panel is a bit it's a bit daunting, especially because by the time I've thought about it and got it to the trimmer, I've then forgot how much I want to cut off. So yeah, and I think that's why I don't like measuring. Yeah, I could write the measurements down, but I think what a faff would that be? This one's probably a bit more narrower, but that's fine. Right, so that's those three. So I've got that panel there. That's a bit cockeyed, isn't it? Oof, that's it. It's a lot better. And then that's lovely. So that's the outside. Then the inside, as we go in that one. No, we was going that one, wasn't we? So I'm going all the way onto it, and then I'm cutting some out. Okay, which I'll leave 5 minutes to dry before I cut it in. Yeah. Cut it. I don't know why that was so difficult to say, but it was. I've not even looked up at the camera to actually see if I'm in frame or not. I just had this horrible feeling. No, I'm fine. Okay. Alright, let's get this panel. So where's the crease? There. Okay. Okay, let me turn my printer off because it will just keep making awful noises. Right, so that's that one. That's that one, and then that's that one. So let's put these down. So yeah, there is a lot of cutting and measuring in this one, but I suppose there is with any kind of small folio type things, but with lots of pockets in it. And so I think Jean had all her pieces cut out ready to go, but I'm in the middle of filming my autumn and fall projects, so I wasn't as organised. But I thought it might be a nice break from what I'm doing. I've been doing some quite long projects. Okay. Yeah. Didn't even see if that was height wise, if it was the same, but it was fine. Yeah, that one went on pretty well. Okay, right, let's turn it over. So just get rid of that stickiness just in case I put my folder over it, and I'm just going to cut the best I can around this. In fact, let me just cut both. I might get the little scissors out, the even littler ones, to see. Probably the best to go in at this angle. Oh, is that just that middle? I think I've got it. I've got it. It's stuck on my folder. Right, come on. Right, this way. Oh dear, I bet you're dizzy. I am. Okay, let's have a look what it looks like at the front. That's fine. I'm going to ink around this side because obviously I've cut the edge off where I'd inked. Okay, so that's that part. Got it the wrong way around, haven't I? Have I put that on upside down? No, gosh. Oh dear. I was like, oh my goodness. Right, I've just got a bit of glue on there, but it's very good, the colours. It's a bit like the fabric type for that you can rub it off. Just use that. That's better. Don't want to go through the paper though. That's it. Okay. Right. So we now need to cut some vellum up. So let's open it up. And this is the panel that we're going to do first. And I think we're going to have these pockets about 1 inch high. So this is going to be like for stamps and, you know, really small ephemera. So what did I do with the vellum? It's over there. So I would want the pocket at, let's go 11 centimetres. So let's go here. Okay. And is 1 inch going to be enough? I'm going to do it at 1 inch, but just over 1 inch. So we've got 1 inch there. So I'm just going to go 2/8 over. I think that's right. I can't see. 1 inch. 1. In fact, I'm going to go there. Yeah, so it's 1 1/4 inches. So I just think by the time you've glued it, so I don't know if I'll need 4 or 5. Let's do 5 and then I've got one extra if I need it. Probably need 6 now. Right, so that's that. Let's have a look. So we'd have one there, and we'd have one there, one there, there. So yeah, I'm just thinking about placement. So there's about an inch. Yeah, I kind of like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this board over because I've got the inches on this. So I'm thinking, let me get the first one stuck down. Now I'm going to use art glitter because it will dry clear and it shouldn't runch up the vellum. And I've got this really tiny tip on, which is, you know, really good for this. Just need to keep straight. So no pressure. Yeah. Okay. So we'll pop this on at the bottom. Just going to go just a tiny bit up from the bottom because obviously we've got the rounded corners. It's so hard to see if I've got it straight or not. Okay, so if that first one ends at 2 inches, well, on my board, not really, and then if I wanted an inch gap, I would have the next one there then, wouldn't I? Yes, okay. I think that's a nice gap. Because it's a bit hard to tell what kind of gap you want when you don't actually know what you're putting in there. Oh dear. I dread to think what my gluing's like after I've done about 10 of these. Right, so we're going on there. I think it looks straight. It's so hard to tell. Sorry if my head was banging the camera. So that's that. So that if that one's there at 4, I want the next one starting at 5. Hopefully I won't end up with a weird one at the top. Well, that was better. Okay. So we're going to go 5. I wonder if I'd have been better doing it that way, you know. No, that actually hurts my eyes that way. Right, so that's that one. Okay, so if that's on 6, oh yeah, that actually works out fine. Then the next one on 7. Yeah, I like that. And then in the middle, as pockets will be deeper. I think I'll have a look what 2 inch looks like. Yeah. Okay, so that's that one. it felt like I'd put more than 4 pockets on there. So what size, kind of size is this? So this is just over 2. Yeah, I think 2 would be good. So we want them at 5 inches wide. So 5 inches. Okay, and we want it, let's do 2. Let's do just 1/2. 1/2. Right, so that's that one, yeah. So 2, 1/2. So if we've got about 1 inch in between, we'll say there. I wonder if I can fit another one in or not. 1/2. I'll just do this one at 2. And then there. That's a quandary, isn't it? Because I'm guessing there's about 1 inch in between. So maybe I could have the top one. Let's say the first one I had it 3, didn't I? 3 centimeters. So do 5. I know it's not going to take a great deal off, but it might just give me just a little bit more, because I think going to 4 would be too much. Just have to have it not 1 inch in between. I think you need a bit more space when it's really tiny things. When it's bigger, you perhaps don't need that inch. Okay, so let's get the first one down. So this vellum I'm using, I think this is 100 GSM. On my Amazon favourites, I've got 2 different vellums. I think one is, oh, I don't know, 60 GSM, so that's more like a tracing paper, which is nice for pages in journals. But this thicker one is better for, you know, pockets and envelopes and that kind of thing. So that's that. So let me just move that there. So if that was at 2, that would be at 3. So I'm going to go there. So like 3/4 of an inch. So when you're making these kinds of things, because you do folios and stuff in all different sizes, you just have to, you know, adapt everything to what you're doing size wise. So go there. Yeah, it's so hard to see. Okay, I think that's okay. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. So if I went that, yeah, that would be fine. So that's that. So about there. Yeah, I think that's about right. So that's that one. So that's 2. And I think Jean put a side one in. So that'll be nice. So I'm just going to take off just a fraction. Like, oh, I need a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. I think I want to do it a little bit more in. Okay. Just thinking, no, I'll have it at the side. Right, stick that down. Then we'll put the eyelet in. I don't know if to do it with pink and red ribbon. Oh yeah, I'm gonna, or string. That's what I was gonna say, because it has got that rustic feel. I think this kit. Oh, it is called rustic floral. Is it called rustic floral? No, it's called shabby, I think. Yeah, but it has got that rustic feel, so I was gonna go with string, but I might do pink and red. You know, seeing as I don't really do these colours. And I obviously normally do string because I like brown. Right, yeah, that's fine. So that's them all, careful, done. So let's find the spot. I don't know where my pencil's gone. I think it's over here somewhere. Hello, where are you? Okay, I'm going to pause and find the pencil. Okay, I got a new pencil because I just couldn't find it. I'm guessing it's on the floor somewhere. So this is, let's say it's like 4. So I would want it at 2. So we'll go there. Okay, so I'm going to pop a hole in. I don't know if to do an eyelet or I think I'm going to do a card one, because then I can put on both sides and I think it might give it a bit more stability. So I'm just going to line that up like so. Let's just grab my paper eyelets. That's it. I think I'll use, I've got 2 of those. Use 2 of those. Okay. So let's get the art glitter out. What's just, oh, it's there. I'm going to see what's just happened to that second one. Okay, that. Pop that on. So, make sure it's straight-ish. Okay, and we'll do the other side And then I'm just going to pause while I get my ribbon out, because I've got to go under the table because it's with my dream catcher supplies. I think I had it the other way. Point to the top. Okay. Yeah, seen a tick. Okay, I think this would make a nice little journal as well. Now, probably have to, instead of using paper to mat it, probably be best to do it with card. Well, you know, like 200 plus GSM. So we would want to go around, plenty to tie it. Let's go back there. I'd rather go too much than not enough. Oh, these scissors. Right, so let's get them together and just get them in half, like so. Got them together, and I'm glad I got them together. It was well worth it. Do I want it like that? Don't pull too hard. Okay. Only trouble is I've got blue on the front, haven't I? Didn't think about that. Does that look okay? I think I'm going to take the red out, just because yeah, there's no red on the front. I was thinking that I'd used the red one on the front. That's what I originally was going to do. So, why I always put it in the wrong way. I've just done it that way, haven't I? Oh, I don't know. I don't know why this absolutely baffles me. I mean, there's 2 ways for it to go, and I've just done it wrong again. 2 ways for it to go, and it seems that every single time I do it the wrong way. That's better. Yeah, I don't know why that is. Right, so if I take one around, and then fold it there. So I'm going to call that a video, and I'm going to do a short video, what will be a part 2, and I will, I'll do them like as soon as you've watched this one, like the next one will be up, of just filling it, because I know not everybody's going to want to watch me umming and ahhing what I should fill it with, but I know people like to look what you've got, because I do. So yeah, I'll do that in a part 2. So I really enjoyed that, and I do love this file folder this way. I also think this would not this how I've done it, but this kind of style would be nice as an actual middle insert. So I must remember that. Okay then, thank you very much for joining me, and like I say, if you want to see me fill it, then I'll see you in part 2. Bye for now.